All right, we are live here in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm just going to go ahead and apologize. Y'all don't have to be quiet. Y'all can just do whatever you want. Everybody got super quiet in here. We have a live studio audience, but I'm going to apologize ahead of time because it might be over. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but they might be overselling the number of folks here. But we are on hotel Wi-Fi. Best I could do. So y'all give me a audio video check, and if we have any stumbling problems, if the internet gets a little iffy, I just go ahead and apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. I have done everything I can to make this internet as good as I can possibly do. So checking out, sounding good, awesome. We are using a different microphone here and a wireless setup. Like, we're going to have some issues. Y'all just go ahead and get used to it. We're going to have some issues, and we will deal with them, and we will have a good time. We have got a ton of bottles over here on the side of the bar, and we're going to do some fun things, some bottles we've never tried before. And I don't make plans. We just meander through life and have a good time, and that's what we're going to do on this live stream. To start with, we're going to go in hot. We're just going to do it. We're going to go completely hot, and we're going to give a little comparison here. This is Mellow Corn, which is a full corn whiskey. It is made by Heaven Hill. It's a pretty good bottle of whiskey. It's bottle and bond. It's 100 proof, and we are going to compare that versus this $2,000-ish, I don't know, $1,500, $2,500, depending on how baller you are when you decide to buy it. Heaven Hill 20-year-old that everybody's looking for. We're going to try those back to back here, and we're going to see which one's better. So while I set this up, I'm going to check the chat. Y'all let me know what's going on. How's it go? Make sure I'm not muted here. All good so far. About an hour away from you. Well, why are you not here, man? Why are you not here? We got a lot of folks here. What do we got? 20 folks almost, maybe? 20-ish folks for our meetup, or impromptu meetup. All right. I've never had this Heaven Hill 20, I don't believe. I had the 17, but I've never tried the 20. I should have had them blind these, but realistically, if I don't pick the 20, y'all just quit listening to me. Y'all should probably quit listening to me anyway, but I am pretty. Look at me. Look, he says, look at me, just don't listen to me. They can't hear you, so I'm reacting to what they're saying, but y'all can't hear it. So the joke's on me, I guess. I mean, that is very much Mellow Corn. And Mellow Corn is not bad. I think it's actually a pretty good mixer. It's not something I would drink neat. It's a little plain, but it's just nice, sweet corn whiskey. If you like corn whiskey, which bourbon is a corn whiskey, then you're probably going to like Mellow Corn. Oh, that, on the other hand, is an experience. Man. Not as much oak as you would think on a 20-year-old whiskey. So I'm going to get a ton of bitter oak on something like that. And, man, is the difference in these, what does a bottle of Mellow Corn cost? Anybody? $15. So is this one 100 times better? No, it is not 100 times better. Is it better? Absolutely. Oh, that's good. Wow. I'm keeping that one. I don't know whose it is, but he's over here frowning right now. I am indeed not going to be able to keep that bottle. That's a good one, though. So again, I'm not going to be as active on the chat as I normally am. I've got you guys over here on the iPad so I can at least see. But, and I apologize for that because this is just a different environment. It's much harder to see the chat. I got to lean over with my old eyes so I can see it here. I understand with the construction traffic. It's no problem, man. I just give you a hard time. It's all good. No problem that you couldn't make it. Oh, so we have been having a lot of whiskey. We had a meetup here for about 2 hours. And of course, we started with all of the high proof stuff. We had a Stagg Junior barrel pick. We drank Jill, we drank a little of that Frey Ranch pick, but I do have what's left. I do have the bottle back. So that liquor lineup, barrel strength Frey Ranch is coming back home with me. I picked up Maggie. Y'all should have seen Maggie. I drove over here, Maggie. I pulled up out front and tossed the keys to the valet, and he just looked at me and he's like, we're not gonna park that. So he's like, here's some guy that's like 12 years old. He'll ride with you and show you where to park this boat. So She's safely tucked away in the parking garage here, but the valet would not deal with it, which is understandable. It's a small parking garage, and it is a very, very large car, but she did well. $15 is $15. Like, that's a good $15 bottle. I will give you that. Mellow Corn is a good $15 bottle. Appreciate it there, EW. Check it in from Denver, Colorado. Yeah, we got the microphone probably numbs most of that out, so y'all won't hear this rowdy crowd here. We'll pull some of them in here in a minute. We got a lot of things. We've got a Scotch that supposedly will convert me to Scotch. We've got a manufacturer here with a new product. Is this what we're doing now? This is Dry Fly. Now, I don't know if y'all have ever had this. It's supposedly distilled in Spokane, Washington. I'm going to attempt to read the label. And when I say attempt, I'm a pretty strong reader. Like, reading's a thing I do fairly well. My eyes aren't so good anymore, but they use a lot of really strange words on the label. And I don't know if it's like an inside joke when it comes to like fly fishing or something, but it makes no sense to me. So it says Dry Fly Straight. I don't even know what that word is. Triticale? Triticale? What is that? What is a triticale? Triticale is a grain. It's a really old grain. Okay, so a really old grain. They could have just put that. Whiskey, finished in sleight of hand. That's got to be sleight of hand. Sleight of hand spiders from Mars Syrah barrel. Sleight of hand spiders from Mars Syrah barrels. I'm assuming sleight of hand spiders from Mars is a Syrah. Probably. It's a Syrah. I assume that's how we're going to pronounce it, and that's why it just seems so freaking weird. But we're going to give this guy a try right here. A gentleman had to buy this because he wanted an E.H. Taylor, and they made him buy this. So is this like a consolation prize? Is this, did he get a steal? Like, did they help him out by forcing him to buy something he would have never tried otherwise? Or did he get ripped off and they made him buy something that has a bunch of weird words on it? What do you think? Whose bottle was it? No, this was your bottle. You come on down here. You want to come down here and talk about it? Come on.
I don't know what much to say about it, except for I think I got a better deal with the E.H. Taylor in this because
look at the camera, not the screen, man. The people are there.
I'm an amateur.
It's good. We're getting there.
I'll tell you, I would drink this any day of the week.
Okay.
And
what about on Monday?
Good. Very good. Yeah. A Monday, twice on a Sunday, 3 times on a Friday.
All right. Well, we're going to try it here.
3 times. What do you think?
Let me swallow it first. Like, give me. I got to breathe a little bit. Lord have mercy. Man, it's my live stream man over here rushing me. That's actually pretty good. I don't know what a Spider of Mars Syrah barrel is, but I like what it did to that whiskey. That's really nice. Yeah. That's so if you get a chance to try Dry Fly in some sort of spider barrel, I would take that opportunity.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Hey man, I appreciate everybody coming. It's is that what we're This is embarrassing. There are a lot of people. We're in the hotel lobby. We were supposed to be streaming in this room, and they're like, "We don't trust you around." They got a whole barrel of Weller Antique 107. They didn't trust me around it, so they're like, "We can't like send somebody over there to babysit you the whole time. So we're not gonna let you in." So there are a whole bunch of people in this hotel wondering what the hell's going on right now.
Wait till the ribs get here, aren't you?
The ribs? I didn't order ribs. There's a pizza. The slices are the size of my head over there, though, if you want some of that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Will with the $5 super chat. Wish you put some Kool-Aid in those pours, man. Why you got to ruin good whiskey? This actually tastes like it's got a little Kool-Aid in it. But that's pretty solid right there. So what's going on in the show? What are we doing now? Oh, I'm sliding it to you. It's gone now. It is gone. It is just moved on. You need to try that, Devin. You definitely need to try that Antique 107. It's good stuff. The Brewzle cloud is real. You don't even know yet, man. We got so many weird things going on right now that I'm like, how in the world did I find myself in this situation? It's I'll tell you all about it some other time for sure. For sure. So let's see. I need to check over here. Shred gave me some notes that I need to make sure that I'm covering in this. Let's see. Oh, so the next stream next week, I'm going to be back at home. We're going to be back in the studio, and our stream is going to be the best bottle of whiskey under $50. So I'm going to take all my bottles under $50. We're going to put them in Discord. I think voting is going on right now in Discord. If you're not in the Discord, the link will drop here in just a second. Make sure you're over there. We're going to be mining a lot of information for videos from Discord in the near future. So make sure y'all are over there participating in that if you can. They just keep on lining stuff. Like, here's the problem. Here's the problem I'm already seeing with this live stream. We are 11 minutes into this live stream, and we've had 3 pours. And now I have assistants. Normally in a live stream, I have to say, hey, let's get a bottle. Let's find the bottle. Let's read the bottle. Let's take some time. Let's have a pour. And now people are just handing me bottles, and we're going through them a lot faster. And Jill's not here to tap me on my leg and let me know we've probably gone a little too far, a little too fast. So this could get out of hand real quick. So we're going to drink this, and then we're going to dial it back just a notch. We're going to slow it down just a hair after this for a little while. We're going to coast for a little bit, and then we'll pick the pace back up. This is old Louisville. So we were here hanging out, and the gentleman from the hotel said, is it related, a relative? Are y'all related? Just friends. He's like, I know a guy's got a whiskey company. And I was like, well, if it had a bottle here, we'd drink it. And so he called him and brought Old Louisville Whiskey Co. right here. You want to get in here? You want to get in on this? So what the hell's Old Louisville?
It's a new brand.
Talk to them. Don't talk to me. Talk to them.
It's a new brand established last August. We're passionate about whiskey. We're passionate about bourbon. I lived here for 20 years. I was a retailer, and I decided to start my own brand. So the philosophy behind this brand is nothing young. Okay. Everything is 7 years and older. So, and then we'll taste it, and you judge it.
Well, let's taste it. So these are both MGP barrels. Is that where we're sourcing from currently?
Yes, sir.
Do you source from multiple places, and that's just what these happen
places,
to be? Okay.
Everything that we're going to release in the next few years is going to be MGP. We may switch back and forth between Kentucky and MGP after that.
Okay. This one is the 100 proof.
100 proof.
Okay.
Everything is uncut and filtered. Whatever came out of the barrel. That one came out exactly at 100 proof.
So this is barrel strength then on this one. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. So not bottle and bond, just happened to be 100 proof when it came out. This was, tell me what the mash bill on this one was.
75 corn, 21 rye, 4 barley.
Okay, so this was the high rye MGP mash bill?
Both high rye. This one is 21, this one is 36.
Okay, so that was the high rye.
7 year, 8 months, 8 years, 6 months.
Okay. That one's good. Now, my problem is that I've been having a lot of high proof stuff, so that drinks like water. So it normally drinks like water. It's not my taste buds just shutting down on me.
You should taste a lot more.
I mean, I'm getting flavors, but I'm just saying there's no proof.
130 prior to that.
Yeah, there's no.
It's hard to pick up anything.
Like that goes down really easy, which is good. Like that's a credit to it.
We need a slice of pizza to cleanse your palate.
I just ate one. Seriously, that pizza is fantastic and massive.
No, it's definitely hard to pick up on those flavors after you had.
Well, I mean, I definitely get a little. There's some nice soft oakiness to it. Like that's got a really nice oaky finish to it. I like that bottle.
This one is very unique.
Okay.
It was aged in Colombian white oak. So 2015, when it was distilled, there's a lot of shortage of an oak. So they had to source some white oak. Typically, it's from the Ozark, Minnesota area, American white oak. That was aged in Colombian white oak.
So anybody who's tried this one? I saw a bunch of it poured. Y'all tried it? What do you think?
I think it's one of the best things on the table.
You think it's? They can't see the table. Okay, listen. Whoa. Let's dial it. Let's dial it. If you didn't hear, he said it's one of the best things on the table. Now, it's a good whiskey, but we're not going to lie to you. There's Willet Purple Top on the table. Like, Stagg Jr. on the table. This is a good bottle of whiskey. But he got a little excited. And you think this one's better? It's
You gotta try this then.
what's the great thing about opinions is that they can't be wrong. Opinions are never wrong. They're just opinions. So you can have an opinion and it's not wrong. Even if somebody doesn't agree with your opinion, it's not wrong. So his opinion is, I do like it. Now, that is, I will agree it's better than most of the things on the table. I'll give you that. Better than most. And honestly, there's a lot of really nice bottles on this table. We'll show y'all some of those here in just a minute. And this is the high rye. This is one you sent to Australia.
Yeah, that pick actually went to Australia. 60 corn, 36 rye, 4 barley. It was 8.5 years when it was bottled. 118, I believe.
Oh, that's better.
120 proof.
That's better. Oh, yeah. If you like this one, you're going to love that one. That's where it's at right there. What's the proof?
120.
120. Oh, that's. Oh, my goodness. Now we're talking. I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. You know, I don't that's.
Rye is a grain of flavor, so you got 36%. Just let it age long enough, and then we're going to have good whiskey.
The proof, too, because the mouthfeel on that one, like it really coats the palate really well. You get a lot more flavors on that one. Oh, my goodness. You're leaving that bottle with me, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, if it gets drank, that's cool.
Hopefully they don't finish it.
If they finish it, it's fine. I'll just take the empty bottle, but hopefully they don't.
The good thing, we have a lot more barrels of those.
Of the Australian, just general barrels.
Barrels of the same mash bill.
So this man said, I said, if we did a store pick of Old Louisville, how fast can you have it ready? He said 24 hours. So we can do a pick and he'll bottle it the same day. So I want to get, these are, what's the retail on these?
$149.
It's about $150. So I want to do some more like affordable barrel picks before we get into more of these expensive ones, because the barrel craft spirits one we just did was over $100. So we're going to do a pick of these here pretty soon, especially if he's got more of those barrels right there, the high rye. That's good stuff. Tell me about the charity. You got a charity.
Oh, this barrel is actually for a charity. So every bottle we sold, $20 went to a charity. It's a childhood cancer family fund. So
that's a much better cause than my charity, which is just fund my bourbon. Yeah, that's fantastic. So are you doing that a lot?
Since I've been in retail, we did a lot of charity work. So we have picked a lot of barrels for charity, and now we have our own brand. So every time we have the ability to help, we're there to help.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, and thanks for bringing these. Cheers. So y'all grab an Old Louisville if you get a chance, but go for the higher proof one, that 120. Who disagrees with me? Anybody disagrees that 120 proof is better? I dare you. Anybody. Come bring it. Bring it. Nobody's brave enough to disagree with me. You bring me. Yes, I'm going to keep this one over here by me before somebody tries to walk out the door with it. Y'all enjoy that one. Have a good time with that one. I have the cork for that one. Oh, you want it here? You hold it. Sorry. Let's check the chat. What's going on? I got to slow down, man. We're getting out of hand. It's early. We're only like 18 minutes into this live stream. Oh. The name Old Louisville is a good name, and honestly, the packaging is fantastic on this. So this is a really nice looking bottle of whiskey. When he brought it, and it comes in a fancy bag, which is like, okay, comes in a bag, cool. I don't care. These just get thrown away at my house for the most part, but it's a really, really nice looking bottle and a good bottle of whiskey. It is MGP, but like I keep saying, MGP makes really nice whiskey if you can get the good barrels. A lot of natural, unnatural light. Dude, the lighting is horrible in here. I'm going to be sweating. It's a little warm. Like, this is going to be a little bit of a, we'll keep the language clean. It's going to be a little rough. I'm just letting y'all know. And it's liable to cut out at any point in time. So I'll try to keep an eye on the chat here so y'all let me know. Larceny Barrel Proof B522 is fantastic there, Sean. I don't normally like rye bottles, but high rye bourbons are usually pretty good to me. I don't mind high rye, so a little bit of rye is nice. I don't like high malt typically, but a high rye bourbon's usually good. But when it crosses over into like a really rye forward rye, that's where I typically don't like them. So like Wild Turkey, I believe that's a high rye. Like everything Wild Turkey does is high rye, and I'm talking good about that all the time. So it's definitely not high rye that I'm turned off by. Northern Illinois. I'm sure we'll get up. We want to do bourbon hunting in all 50 states, so that'll be fun. Hey, yeah, heavy guys we gonna sweat, man. You know, once I'm pretty good about not sweating, but it's like one of those things. It's like a freight train. Once the momentum builds up and I start, I'm not stopping. We're just gonna keep the sweating going. What's up, Joe? I mean, I don't know about waving. Like, why am I saying? Like, I don't know. That seems weird. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be on social media if I do exactly what you asked. But appreciate you joining us.
Let's talk a little business. Tell them why you're here and tell them where you are and what you're doing.
So we are here in Louisville, Kentucky at the Marriott in downtown, and we are going on some barrel picks. Now, they're not my barrel picks. I'm coming along because I have an exceptional palate, and I'm just like incredibly intelligent about picking barrels of whiskey.
And good looking.
And really good looking, and people like me, doggone it. But he has Spillway. So if y'all don't know, this is Josh from Spillway. You may have saw him from the Talladega video, all 7 people that watched that one. Thank y'all. And the Mississippi video where we got a bunch of free bottles, it was him that gave us those free bottles. And so he has some barrel picks. And I'm trying to remember all of them, but we have 4 Roses. We have a Starlight. We have a Willet Purple Top. We have a Peerless. And the last one was Bullets. So I'm tagging along really just for trying to meet new people, right? So see if we can't get some contacts. I would love to try to talk them into selling me the second barrels on all of those tastings, but I doubt that's going to happen. But maybe I can meet the people that can allow us to do some of those barrel picks, so we could bring those to y'all. But these will be available at Spillway in Brandon, Mississippi. So if you wanna get in on these, obviously they take 3-4 months to get in there. But once they're available, they will drop them on their Facebook page. So make sure you just look up Spillway on Facebook. If somebody can drop a link to one of the mods can drop a link to Spillway's Facebook page, that would be much appreciated. So y'all can stay up to date.
Thank you very much for dropping said link.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for the Marriott downtown for having us tonight. We're in their lobby. In their beautiful tasting room behind us. They have a epic collection back behind us for a perfect backdrop and a great setting for all of everybody to get together and talk about whiskey.
Yeah, absolutely. We just took over their lobby. Like, we are in the lobby. Like, there are chairs here and the bar's over there. We were supposed to be in this room, but again, like I said, they didn't want us in there because, as y'all mentioned, there are B-Tax. There's a whole barrel of Weller Antique store pick over there. We might have been tempted to just kind of divulge a little bit on those, or indulge. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm bad with words, okay? I just said I can read, but I can't.
There's no way we were getting all 250 people in there anyhow.
We were not going to get 250 people, all 20 people in there.
Thank all y'all for coming out. We appreciate it.
Yeah, this has been fun. Spillway does not ship. In Mississippi, you can't ship, so appreciate the super chat there from Dang Drinks, $1.99 super chat. I appreciate the support. Picked up a local store pick, Antique 107. Fantastic, man. That's a good bottle. Enjoy that one. Remus 5 says hello. It's a good bottle. Good MGP right there. Let's see. What have we got? Monkey Shoulder. Haven't had that one. Appreciate it, DJ. South Florida. So I see a lot of folks posted in the chat about different places we need to go hunting. We just did the Atlanta video. We've got one coming out where we were. I think this Friday video, we're in Louisville doing a bourbon hunt. We just filmed one in Orlando. That'll be a few weeks before that one gets edited. And then I flew to Dayton, Ohio and did some bourbon hunting last night or yesterday and this morning. And that video will be coming soon. So we're going to try to get to all 52 states or 52 states. It's one of those days, people. Y'all just forgive me. I don't know what I'm talking about. At least I immediately caught it. 50 states. We're going to try to I was trying to say all 48 states. Like, I was trying to take 2 away, and I added 2 to it because I'm an idiot today. We're trying to get to all 48 contiguous states and then do the last 2 was what I was trying to say. And then it just came out all 52 states. And Puerto Rico. I don't know. Is there bourbon hunting in Puerto Rico? Y'all let me know. and then we're going to take it international. So I know, Patrick. I know, man. Yeah, look, it's been a long day. I drove all the way from Dayton here, and I had to set all this up, and then we did a meetup, and the internet didn't work, and then we've been drinking for 2 hours. Stuff happens, man. You know, you see twos. That's what happens when you drink this much whiskey. 52s. Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. There you go. See, all U.S. territories. 52 U.S. states and territories. Guam. There you go. I haven't had 99 bananas. Arseny's good stuff. Dayton. Dayton didn't treat me that well. It is the land of here's what I'll tell you about that trip. I can't tell you anything about the hall. So this is what we're going to start doing. We filmed a video of bourbon hunt, and a lot of folks have asked us to try the bottles at the end of the bourbon hunting videos. But we did that, and then people quit watching, and the video just tanked because of that. So we're going to start dropping the video on Friday, and then Monday's live stream, we're going to open and try a lot of those bottles. So we're going to do that. John Shank with the $5 super chat. Appreciate the support there, John. Virginia ABC just replenished. John J. Bowman. That is a nice bourbon, man. Enjoy that. So we're going to start trying them on the stream after the video drops. We obviously could not do that this week from the one last Friday, but I'm not going to tell you. But what I will tell you is Ohio supposedly the land of Weller, and I did indeed leave with a bottle of Weller, but not the way you think I might have obtained it. That's all I'm going to say. Are we drinking this now? Is that what we're doing? Mysterious hand there delivered us a bottle of Clermont Steep American single malt whiskey. I'm not a malt guy. Y'all know this. Y'all know it. He knows this. That's why he brought it. That's why he's. Are you talking to the camera? Because they can't hear you. What'd you say?
It's because I love you. I brought it.
He brought it because he thought he could convert me to single malts. And that's a tall order right there. Tall order. I did not steal it. That would have been funnier. But I did get it in an unusual manner. That's all I can say. Shred, who does our editing and stuff, has asked me not to talk about the haul. Don't talk about it. We're going to do it on the video and then the live stream. But I did obtain that bottle in an unusual way. I have not had Palmer's Stretch. We're going to try this. And then over there's supposedly a Scotch that will convert me to loving Scotches, which I don't think is possible. Okay, now we've got something going on right here. What is... if you had handed me this bottle of Clermont Steep and you had asked me what that is, I would not have said that's a single malt. I wouldn't have said, I'd probably said it's a bourbon, maybe a high rye bourbon. It actually has a little bit of a grassy note to it. But I'm not picking up, I would have thought maybe it had a high malted barley, but I would not have picked it up as a single malt. That's actually pretty solid for a single malt. You did good. That's a nice bottle of whiskey. So if you're into single malts, or you just kind of, we're 30 minutes in, fellas. We are 30 minutes in, and what are we, 6 pours already? This is a Stagg. It's not junior because it had an inferiority complex, right? It felt like people were making fun of it, saying it's lesser than. It is not lesser than. It is its own animal. Alex with a $2 super chat. Would you pick Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B522 or the Larceny B523? I'm a bigger fan of the Larceny barrel strengths than the Elijah Craig. So I have not tried those two. I haven't had either of those, but just in general, based on my experience with those, I would pick the Larceny over the Elijah Craig most of the time. Maybe a few exceptions, but most of the time. This is actually a store pick. So this is not a batch anything. This is 135.1 proof. It is a single barrel select from Warehouse Liquors right here. So Warehouse Liquors out of Chicago, which is a fantastic place. And we might be doing some fun stuff in Chicago. Something else I can't talk about. but my clout level is getting a little high. Like we might have to rein this clout back in here pretty soon. Biggs with the $4.99 super chats. Stocked up on Bell Mead per your suggestion. Great call. About $50. Hey, $50 on that bottle, as hard as it's going to be to get in the future, I would grab it. That was a good deal. Good deal. Yeah, EW. We're slow. He slid it over here, but I'm gonna pace. Grab me a water if you would. Right there. Let's do that. You like the new setup? Well, this is not my setup. So we are in Louisville, Kentucky. We are in a hotel. Like this is literally a hotel lobby. There's a bar over there. There's people wandering around trying to check into the hotel. We just did a lobby takeover. We got like 20 something, 25 people maybe here. I don't know, maybe not that many. 20-ish, 250 people. We got 1,000 people back in this hotel lobby here because, that's how we do, I guess. Always on the hunt for Weller here in VT, Vermont, right? So far it's a ghost. Lots of states are like that. Even the land of Weller is sometimes like that. I got an Ohio resident behind the camera over there. I'm snarling at. Going global. That's right. We're going to do it. We're going to get overseas sometime. And I really want to figure out how to ship whiskey because we've got a lot of viewers that are out of the U.S., Canada, different places. It's just know we're working on it, but it's really difficult, and I don't know if we'll crack that nut. Austin with the $2 super chat. You got to visit Whiskey Thief Distillery. Amazing. Awesome. I'll do that. Whiskey Thief. Come over here. Tell me about Whiskey Thief. You got pizza. Bring it. You don't want to be on camera. Okay. Just come over and talk into the microphone then. People don't look as nice as I do on camera. What are you doing?
So I've been.
That's some sort of preparatory.
It is. I was told that I have a face for radio.
Okay.
So Whiskey Thief is in Grafensburg. It's right outside of Louisville. It's an absolutely fantastic immersion experience. Small family run. You thief from your own, and then from 3 barrels that you can choose from. Then you pull, and you have the opportunity of filling your own barrel or bottle right then and there.
Right.
And their products are absolutely fantastic.
Okay. Well, there you go, and y'all should see his face. Man, whew. I'm glad we didn't get him on here. Tell you what, that would have. I know. I can't help it. I was born with this face. I covered half of it. Like this is what happens when you don't have a chin. You grow a beard and you shave it it's like a topiary, right? It gives me structure. So he doesn't have a beard. That's all he needs, man. He'd be a good-looking fella. He just needs a beard. You just got to cover your face. Beard is like makeup for men. That's what it is. He sounds cute. Exactly. Alvin thinks you sound cute. He's not even listening. He's moved on. All right, so I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Whiskey Acres in Northern Illinois. I'll have to check that out. Blanton's is under 60 in Vermont. Buy that. Old Carter. I may or may not have gotten an invitation to the Old Carter tasting room there. We'll just see if I can work it into my extremely busy schedule. I don't have a busy schedule. I'll try to make it work. Bower Hill. I haven't tried that one. What's up, Matt from ADHD Whiskey, man? I'm going to have to get out to Colorado. We got to do some stuff together. We need to go bourbon hunting in Colorado together, Matt. So hit me up. Let's make that work. I've got to head out to Utah sometime later this year, so we may be driving. We'll see if I can just dedicate 2 weeks to that drive and do a bunch of bourbon hunting out there. So let's get together and see if we can do something. Is Daniel Weller release real? I believe it's real. I don't think it's out yet. I think it's just a label at this point. I haven't. So sometimes they run labels through, was it TTB or whatever to get them approved so that they can release. Sometimes they actually release those things. Sometimes they don't. They can change their mind. They can do whatever they want to, right? Like they can approve all the labels in the world they want, but people get excited because folks monitor that, and that's how they know new things are coming. Like the Old Forester 1924 or whatever they're doing. So yes, I think it may be coming. I haven't seen anything that says when or whatever. But maybe that information's out there. I've been traveling a lot lately, so I'm a little behind on it. Colorado has to happen. I agree. Come on out. Awesome. We'll do it. We'll hit some small mountain towns out in Colorado. Weller 107. I see a lot of questions about 107 Antique. I don't know what you're asking. It just says Weller Antique 107 with a question mark. If the question is to Weller Antique 107 or to not Weller Antique 107, the answer is always yes, absolutely Weller Antique 107. If you got a more involved question around it, type those words out so I can be able to read them. S. Myers with the $1.99 super chat. Bartender breakout, the William LaRue Weller. So we are at the Marriott. This is their storage room, and we have no access. We have no access. Now there's a bar over there. They might have it on the bar, but I don't know if I want to know. Like, hand me the whiskey list over here if you would. Is it on there? What's the price? They have full proof. Let's see if you don't think it's on what? I didn't see William LaRue on here. So they may have it, but it's not on their print. But they have a lot of different bottles. Let's see. What's the most expensive one here? 20-year Van Winkle is $262 a pour if one of y'all would like some of that. So Lisa Klein is listening in Clinton, Mississippi. Well, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you watching and better yet, listening. This is a visual medium, so hopefully you're watching as well. we got requests. This is Casey Kasem down the request line. Cheap, yeah, that's dirt cheap. That's more than the bottle should cost. Like, give me a freaking break. The Clermont Steep is a gym, yeah, and it's actually really good. So I don't know if you're way behind because we were talking about that a little while ago, or maybe this whole thing's lagging and everybody's behind. I don't freaking know. But the Clermont Steep was good. So this is we're only 37 minutes in. I'm trying to talk and talk more, drink less. Talk more, drink less. I'm not drinking that crap. He's sliding an Elijah Craig barrel proof over here. I'm just going to slide that on out of here. I'm going to get to the Stagg, okay? I will drink this at some point, but you are just trying to get me liquored up on camera. You're lagging, Darren's lagging. Sorry about that, Darren. Is it okay for everybody else? Do we seem to be coming through all right? Let me check the live streaming setup here. It seems to be a good connection right now. So the internet's holding. Again, I know some of y'all come and go. We are in a hotel lobby on hotel Wi-Fi. Lord knows how well this is going to hold up. We're going to stream for our normal 2 hours or until the Wi-Fi decides it doesn't want us to stream anymore. Or the batteries run out on my microphone. One of those things. Sound and look fine. Awesome. I look fine. Thank you, Thomas, though. I appreciate it. Appreciate the little confidence boost. Okay? Thank you. Good connection. They're slow. All right. I haven't tried Powers. So this is supposedly now this is having good friends whiskey. That's what I call this. Okay? This is having good friends whiskey. This is supposedly they made like 800 where'd he go? Did he leave? Where's he at? Where's it? He's got to tell me about this because supposedly this is a very, very rare bottle of Scotch. Now, I've liked Compass Box. So some of the Compass Box, I think the Hedonism and some of those we've tried have been pretty good. So tell me, you don't want to be on camera? You good? Tell me about this bottle right here.
Compass Box. This is going to get you into Scotch. There's about 803 bottles made. This is made for Benny's out in Chicago, Illinois. The only place in the world you could buy it. This is the third bottle I've opened, so there's now less than 800 bottles in existence. So taste and tell us what you think.
Okay. I like how you get really, really close. I feel like we're snuggling when you were telling me that. Like, I moved over so you'd have room, and then you still, like, right here. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Bob with the $1.99 super chat. Come get that Ben Holiday pick. Hey, that's happening. Ben Holiday, they sent it to Will. I don't know why they sent it to Will. Will's apparently got all the clout. But we talked about their bottle and bond I really liked, and they sent us their red winter wheat, I think it was. It's some sort of red wheat. It's probably better than their normal bottle and bond, and so I want a barrel of that, something fierce. That's going to happen. We're going to do that. So if y'all don't realize, I'm not a Scotch fan. Sometimes I just put them on videos and call them Irish whiskeys just to piss off all of the Scotch drinkers. Because I Like I want to be one of the cool kids, but when you can't be in the cool group, you just make fun of them. And so it's what you do. It makes you feel better about yourself. It helps your self-esteem if you can just like make them seem lesser than because they like bad whiskey. But realistically, I want to be in the club. I'm just jealous. So I'm glad we could have this confession time with TJ here. It smells very much like a Scotch. It does not smell like something that's going to make me want Scotch. You're okay with that? You're okay. You're okay if I end up not liking it?
I'm okay with that.
Have you come to grips with the fact that I may not like it?
Absolutely. Everyone's got an opinion. Absolutely.
And they're never wrong. An opinion can be wrong. Opinions can be wrong. Facts can. Opinions cannot. Still smells like a Scotch. It tastes better than it smells. Still don't like it.
Okay, fair enough.
Still very much tastes like a Scotch. It tastes like if I had a really nice cigar and I put it out in my glass of whiskey and then I drank the ashes.
Well, I appreciate you trying, though.
Okay.
That's half the battle.
I appreciate you bringing a really rare, probably super expensive bottle of whiskey for me to hate on. Thank you. It's a really good Irish whiskey. Amazon with the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Knob Creek 12 on my 48th birthday. Well, congratulations for living that long, Thomas. I am not into tequila at all. Like me and tequila do not get along whatsoever. I just don't even try. I quit. I gave up on tequila a long, long time ago. Headed to Whiskey Acres in DeKalb for Father's Day. David Burkett. That's probably going to be awesome. Somebody sent me a bottle of Whiskey Acres. Now, it's been a couple of years. It may have been pre-pandemic even. It was a little youthful at that point, but I'd really like to try some of the later stuff. I think that could be pretty good. And I apologize. I can't keep up with the entire chat, so I'm trying to keep up with as much of it as possible. But we have a lot of things going on here. So first live studio audience for a Brewzle live stream. Yeah, I'm not drinking that. Oh, no. You want to finish it here, right here, Ohio in the house. Go for that right there. Did you try it? Do you like it? You give your opinion. Come on. You want to come over here and talk about it? No. You just want to do the audio then?
No, it's wonderful. Don't.
It's wonderful for, what do you mean it's wonderful?
It's great. It's solid, not too peaty. It's great.
It is not too peaty. It is extremely malty. All right. I respect your opinion. I respectfully disagree with it. There you go. Did the chat die? We done with the chat? Are we still live? Yeah, seems to still be good. The chat just slowed down a little bit on me there. Somebody let me know what's going on. Any plans to come to North Carolina? I mean, no solid plans. It's on my list. It's high on my list. It's not too long of a trip. So we probably will do that at some point in the not too distant future. Right now, I'm just trying to get home and stay home for like 2 consecutive weeks. That would be a lot of fun for me. And then, August, we'll start figuring out what the plans for the winter and early next year are. All right. Okay. So something's going on here with my chat. I got to do a little bit of work here to get my chat right. Cause it is like, new chats are coming in on top of the old chats for some reason or another. So that's weird. Here, I'm just going to change it to top messages. Thoughts on Whistle Pig. Whistle Pig, I mean, it's a rye. It's a Canadian rye. Lots of them. I like some of them. Some of them I don't. I'm not a rye guy, though. So Father's Day distillery trip. I mean, that sounds like fun. I don't know if that's a question, but that would actually be a really nice Father's Day trip. No, it's at D.C. There you go. So y'all could have bailed me out with D.C. Lord. Y'all got to help me out when I say dumb things. We are visiting Starlight. Yes, we are going to Starlight. So we've got Starlight, Four Roses, Willet, Bullet, and Peerless. Those are the ones we're going to here. And I'm going to try to build some relationships so we can do Brewzle picks with them. But these are not my picks I'm going on right now. These are with Spillway, again, Spillway in Mississippi. We dropped the Facebook link earlier, but just look it up. If you're in, they can't ship. So if you're in and around Mississippi, hit up that Facebook page if you want to know when those are available. Appreciate it, Colton. Check it in from Arkansas. The bourbon hunting, I actually did really well in Arkansas. So in Arkansas, I got some nice bottles of whiskey. I want to say I may have bought did I buy the Holiday? I know it's not from Arkansas, but I think I might have bought it in Arkansas. We found some Weller. I bought a Blanton's. I bought an Eagle Rare. Like, that's a pretty good day for me. So I actually, what I liked about Arkansas, this is what I like. So in Alabama, the liquor stores are usually one of two types. One, it's a state-run store, right? And they don't really care. They just want to get you out of there. Or two, it is a gas station liquor store, and they just hired some cashier that runs it. Arkansas, going through Arkansas, a lot of those stores, the owner was there operating. So I love owner-operator style liquor stores where they're super knowledgeable, like their life depends on them selling whiskey. And so, you know, you ask for recommendations, they're happy to talk. And those are just a lot more fun. Tell those stories and hear their stories and learn more from those people. So that was great because a lot of the ones I stopped at in Arkansas were like that. And I don't know if that's just luck of the draw as I was driving through Arkansas, or if that's just how it is in that particular state. But that was the thing I appreciated the most about it. South Dakota in the house. Welcome. Appreciate it. I'm not getting Bourbon Trail stamps. I didn't know that was a thing. Or can I mail stuff with Bourbon Trail stamps? Or is it like a tramp stamp? Do they tattoo it on my lower back? Or how does it work? Y'all let me know in the chat how that actually works. $90 for a Henry McKenna is expensive, man. The Henry McKenna 10s used to be, $35 like 3 or 4 years ago. And then they won some award in San Francisco from people who know a lot about whiskey. And then all of a sudden it was a $50 bottle, then it was an allocated bottle, and now it's a $90 bottle. It's a good bottle of whiskey, but that's just the price of the game at this point. Like, everything's just expensive. I'll have some of that. Everything's just expensive. So if you can't get it and you want it and you paid $90 for it, no hate. Do what you do. But that's a lot for that bottle that used to be $35 on the shelf everywhere. Angelo with the $4.99 super chat. Love your videos, man. Well, I love you watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words. Not everybody loves them. We're ruffling a few feathers here and there, but we do that on purpose. We like to, every once in a while, try to get rid of the folks that wander in that take whiskey a little too seriously. So if you ever are watching a Brewzle video and you're like, is this guy serious? The answer is always no. He's not. It's very easy to decide whether or not I'm being serious, because whiskey's not supposed to be serious. It's supposed to be shared. It's supposed to be a good time. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be lighthearted. And if you get upset because somebody doesn't agree with you, or somebody says the wrong word, or somebody has an opinion that's different than yours, then, you know, you're the problem. Like, you should just meander on somewhere else. And let us folks that like to have a good time without you.
What do you have there?
So the salesman over here is like, hey, you're supposed to be selling this crap. This actually is Crittendens. So we've got a couple of barrel picks coming from Crittendens. Y'all know I've talked about Crittendens a lot. Really, really nice, small distiller. When I say small, like 3 people. The guy does all the distilling, and he got his mother doing some paperwork, and a retired guy that comes in and manages the rick house. So super small Mississippi distiller. We've got a whole video coming. We went down, and dude just started drilling holes in barrels and letting us try them all. So that gives you an idea of what we're dealing with here with this Crittendens cut above. But this is their double oaked single barrel. This was another Spillway wine and spirit. So almost all, if not all, of the finished stuff he's experimented with. Because again, it's small. He's really focused on his bottle and bond, 4 years old. So he hasn't done a ton of experiments with finished whiskey. Man's just trying to make a living, get his distillery off the ground. So the Mississippi Sippers and Josh at Spillway went in, and they've done a ton of these finishing experiments. And we've talked about their toasted pecan and the sherry finish and all of those. This is a single barrel double oaked. And again, it's another one of those. If you'd have told me that's a double oaked, I don't know if I would have picked it. I would have said it's probably a sherry finish. Like, it's got a ton of sweetness on it, and then it's got a nice double oaked finish to it. Another really, really nice bottle, but I am a huge fan. And look at the sticker on the back, $47 for that double oaked. from a small distiller. And small distillers normally have to jack stuff up, right? That's what it takes to stay in business. So I'm a big fan of Crittendens, and we're going to have those barrel picks, but we're also going to have him ship some of his bottled and bond to our retailer up in New York. So for those that can't get Crittendens that aren't in Mississippi, he's in Alabama and Louisiana, if you aren't in one of those states, pretty soon you'll be able to order his bottled and bond from us at Brewzle.com. Yes, the Cut Above Bottled and Bond is a good bottle of whiskey. Yes, absolutely, Brett. How can I get the Frey Ranch? So Frey Ranch, I found it all in Ohio. It's in Georgia, I know. So they're reaching bigger and bigger distribution. I'm trying to get them to do a store pick with us, but they haven't agreed to do that yet. But I'm gonna ramp up our level of effort here pretty soon. There are stores in California that will ship it. So look at a lot of stores in California. You can find some store picks. If you find a barrel strength store pick, buy it immediately. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Buy that barrel pick right away if you could find a barrel strength one. Do what? I'd pass all the dirty glasses. Dude, we got like a whole process going over here. There's like a whole bunch of little worker bees passing out whiskey right now. Frey Ranch does ship too. Yes, there you go. Even better. I like some of the store picks though, so if you can find a store pick, do it. I haven't seen the barrel strength on their website, Broom, so that's a good tip. I didn't realize that they had that on their website now. Yeah, it is in Vegas. It's all over Nevada for sure. What's up, Nitro? This is a fun spot, man. I didn't know how this would go just in a hotel lobby. Jill Gamble with the $1 super chat. That's her tapping me on the leg right there is what that is, folks. If everybody didn't see the tap on the leg, there it is. They did for like 2 days. I understand. Lexington should check out Bluegrass Distillers. All right. I don't know if I'll have time on this trip, but, man, I'll make a note of that for sure. Penelope Rio store. I hear the Penelope Rio is good. I haven't had one yet, so couldn't tell you. I am at the Marriott. So if you're in Louisville, Kentucky, we're going to be live for the next hour and 8 minutes. And we're going to be here in the Marriott in Louisville. Come on and join. We got a bunch of bottles of whiskey. We are pouring them and passing them around to everybody. Again, the Marriott, downtown, West Jefferson Street. Knob Creek single barrel 9-year. Yeah, the 120 proof especially is fantastic, Knob Creek. It's double fit. Like some things I like, some things I don't, Kyle. I make very strong statements sometimes, hoping to be proven wrong. Like I say, I don't like finished whiskey, and then I find a few finished whiskeys that I like. But for the majority of finished whiskeys I try, I'm not a fan of them. That's just I think most of them are bad, but there are a lot of good ones too. Natty, check it in Anaheim. They're in California, so I've seen some shipping out of there. Need a cigar. So we're just getting into cigars. I did have a lot of folks that came to this, saw that video, and have brought me. I've got 3 or 4 cigars upstairs. We got this guy here. I can't smoke in a hotel lobby, though, and I definitely can't pair it with bourbon because I barely know anything about cigars, but I'm getting better at it. Not with that attitude. You think I should just fire it up and see if they kick me out? I don't know if I'm that guy. You look like that guy. I don't think I'm that guy.
Don't lose their internet connection.
Yeah, they might cut our internet connection. They don't even have to kick us out. They just got to turn the Wi-Fi off. Felipe with the $2 super chat and Andy with the $2 super chat. Appreciate the support. 36 in Omaha, Nebraska? Is you talking about Frey Ranch for $36? That's a great price. $40 King of Kentucky 2 ounce. I'm not that guy. I haven't had King of Kentucky. I couldn't tell you if it's any good. But sooner or later, somebody I know is going to have one, and they're going to be brave enough to let me try it. You got King of Kentucky? You going to bring it for the stream, or we're going to go do it after? After. All right, after the stream. I can't do it on the stream, but you're driving. That's all I can tell you. You're driving. Uber's driving, right? Long with the $5 super chat. Thanks for your videos. They were so helpful. Just moved to Mississippi and on the search for the goodies. Awesome, man. It's a great state to live in. You know, bourbon hunting's a little iffy there sometimes, but I appreciate the support. Do you handle all the shipping process for your merch? No, like we ship the Glencairn, so sometimes they take a little time if we're really busy or gone. I have somebody that ships them, but they're all at the house in a closet. And then the shirts and things, the hats are all print on demand, made on demand. So once an order comes in, they're then printed and shipped out. So we've got that right now. Our goal is to try to take and make that merch better. Like we want to do really nice. They're nice shirts. Don't get me wrong. We went with high-end shirts, but we want to do some hoodies, some embroidered stuff, like some stuff that our print-on-demand supplier won't allow us to do. And so, and at that point, we will start shipping it all. Like my goal is to ship it all so we have full control over that. Felipe with a $3 super chat. Appreciate the support. 101, Wild Turkey 101 is like, come on, man. That's the best bottle of whiskey you can get for under $25 in any liquor store anywhere, at least in the U.S. Broom, what's up with the $40 King? I don't know. Oh, that's my chat messing up again, I think. It just keeps pushing that one back. Elmer Teely of Rock Hill Farms, this is not close, Ryan. This is a blowout. This is an absolute – this is like an NBA team playing – probably not high school, but at least playing a really bad D1 team. And the winner is Rock Hill Farms by a landslide. It is just an obliteration of Elmer T. Lee. Like, it's not even close, man. That's not even a competition. Which is because you never heard of Rock Hill Farms till we were talking about it this morning, right? So good, so good. $40 at Total Wine, Frey Ranch. The one I bought at Total Wine was like $50-something, but it was buy one, get one. So realistically, I ended up getting them for like 20-something bucks a piece. I can't beat that. Best Frey Ranch I've had is a barrel strength store pick from Liquor Lineup in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I like the barrel strength. But that's the only barrel strength one I've had is that store pick. So couldn't tell you about all of them. The 101 Rye is actually really good. So I like the 101 Rye. I don't like it as much as the bourbon, but I do think it's a fine rye because it's kind of bourbon-esque, right? Yeah, have you seen some Eagle Rare 17? There's some right there. There's a bottle of Eagle Rare 17 right back there in this room. So if you just want to come break in that door over there and try to get it and get out of here before you get arrested, you're welcome to do that. But it just know they will try to arrest you. But I have a bottle at the house, but I just got lucky. A friend got it, and I traded him way too much for it. Total Wine is nuts sometimes. BOGO on Frey Ranch, give me a break. 120 for the Rio, still had to grab it. Like I said, I haven't tried the Rio. I've seen a lot of people clamoring over it and talking about how good it is, but I have not tried it yet. Buffalo Trace is one of those that's very state-based. Like a lot of states I go in, it's everywhere. We were in Orlando. We just filmed an Orlando bourbon hunting video, and we saw it down there. Didn't see a lot of it, though, but it was there. That barrel strength Frey, the barrel strength Frey Ranch I have is fantastic, like absolutely out of this world fantastic. So like it's, there's some really nice bottles here that maybe it's not better than those. So I'm not saying it's the best bottle of bourbon in the entire world, but it is a really, really, really good bottle of whiskey to me, the one I have. But it's a store pick, so the rest of them may be a little different. I don't know. I can't judge them all. If y'all will go collect all of the Frey Ranch barrel strengths and send them to me, I will try them all and judge every one of them. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for doing that. I've tried one of the blackened. I didn't love it, but there's a lot of different blackened. So again, I don't know if I could continue to try them all, but it was fine. It wasn't bad, but I just didn't love it. Buffalo Trace is a unicorn in Pennsylvania. That's sad. That is sad, sad, sad. Alberta, Canada in the house. The stream is a cut above. Hey, is that a Crittendens joke? I don't know. If it's not a Crittendens joke, it's actually a really good Crittendens joke. We were just trying Crittendens a cut above, so that's funny. I like it. You'll pay to pick up. We can't talk about things like that on stream, man. But I appreciate it. Expensive in West Texas. So some states I see it all over the place, and some states it's kind of dry. It's kind of like Weller. Some states get a lot, some states don't. Buffalo Trace has doubled their production, so I'm sure there's going to be more and more of it over the years, but that takes years to see. So, Nova Scotia in the house. Elijah Craig is the best bottle of bourbon at the shop here. Okay. Hey, if you can't get Buffalo Trace, that Benchmark Foolproof and Benchmark Top Floor and Benchmark Bonded, really, really good alternatives made by Buffalo Trace. $130 for a 2-ounce pour of Pappy 10-year is a bad deal in my opinion. Good whiskey, but it's not that, man. It is not that. I don't even remember, Nestor, what stores we went to in Orlando. We went to a lot of stores in Orlando. We actually went up to like Olavita or something like that. It was northeast. It's Oliveido. I don't know, something like that. It was some suburb. We went to most of the stores. Viewing from Wyoming in the house. $130 in Hunts. What was $130? Buffalo Trace? Or you talking about the Pappy 10? Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Seattle in the house, man. Welcome. We just tried. What was it? It was from Portland, wasn't it, or somewhere? Where was that? Where's that dry fly? Spokane. It's from Spokane. Okay, it's from Spokane, Washington. Tried some dry fly. That was actually really good. It's a little different. This is a little more of a dessert whiskey to me, but this specialty barrel dry fly distilling out of Spokane, Washington was actually pretty good. Texas. I'll be in Austin in early July. We'll do some stuff out there. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I've got to do some real life work stuff out there, but I'll find some time for fun. Alcohol laws suck. Yeah, alcohol laws and distribution in general just kind of suck. 10 o'clock at the halfway point. We have survived. The internet's held up. Like everything's going wonderfully so far. What are we doing next? Ooh. You're doing this when you coming on in here?
Oh, yeah.
Snuggle with me here. Come on, what we got?
I'll get close. Don't worry. So we have Bombergers and Michter's 10-year-old.
Which one's better?
Look, that's a hard one for me. You're going to have to tell me because Michter's is one of my favorite products, and this was Michter's before Michter's was Michter's.
Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my back, and then you're going to pour them, and then I'm going to tell you which one I think's better without, because I think Michter's 10's better. How's it going? You doing all right? Yeah.
Put some of that compass box in a cup.
It's been fun.
You want that salt shaker?
All right, you're good. Turn on around.
Don't be Will. You didn't put Kool-Aid in it, did you?
No, just Tabasco.
Okay.
I know you like that Dickel.
Ooh, that smells good. You don't give it away by letting me know which side they're on.
I'm not. I'm just giving
The one on the left is delicious. The one on the right is delicious. The one on the right is the Michter's 10, but that Bombergers is better. That's better. Is it? Did I get it backwards?
Bombergers.
This is better. That actually has more oakiness on it to me, a little more sharp oaky. That's why I thought it was the 10-year. That's better to me. Oh, yeah, I love that. They're both good, though. They're both good. But, yeah, that's... I'm glad the Michter's 10 won because that's what I thought was going to win going in. But I thought I was surprised because that does have...
It's what you hope would win at the price point.
That has a more sharp oakiness. And so that's why I thought it was the older. Like, what's the age on this? I don't know what the age. This is 108 proof. This is... Doesn't say. Do what?
We can ask.
It's 108 proof, but what's the age? Yeah, so it just, like, I don't know. I figured that one was older, so, but it has more oak, like more kind of sharp oakiness than this one does. Like, that one is just so freaking good, man. Oh. If y'all haven't had Michter's 10, you're missing out. You're probably going to have to, like, take out a second mortgage to buy a bottle. Every time I see them, they're like $300+, and I just leave them where I see them. But they are good.
So while we're on my favorite distillery.
Okay. OFO? I found out when I was here for the Kentucky Derby that locals call it OFO. Somebody was like, oh, did y'all go buy OFO? And I'm like, I'm just waiting for them to explain. I'm like, was that words? Were those words they were saying? So that the locals call it OFO.
Look, man,
Were you aware they called it OFO? I did not. I did not know, but they just expect you to know that when you come to Louisville, Kentucky. When they call it OFO, you knew, but you're here. You're in Indiana. You're across the river. You're not like actually like accepted here because you're an across the river guy. Okay. Barrel strength single barrel.
This was our barrel pick. Sold out of it in less than 3 weeks. It was a very great bottle for us.
Well, this is the same one we drank in the Talladega video, though. This is the one Eddie was drinking. Y'all give me some love for Eddie if y'all saw that Talladega video. Eddie's a cool dude.
We love you, Eddie.
We love you, Eddie. That is so good, though. No. Eddie just drank. This was his first barrel-proof whiskey, which honestly is like the tamest thing I've had in the last hour, I think.
Go get the art day. We'll make everything better.
No, this is good. I'm just saying, like you barely taste the proof on that after some of the stuff we've had. But God, Old Forester's so freaking good, though. Lord have mercy.
This one's proofy too. This is 125.1 proof.
Old Forester. It's just like really soft and easy to get into. Like me. It's just really soft around the edges and easy to get into. That didn't come out right.
No, I'm gonna sneak away on that one.
All right, what we got going on in the chat? Oh, the Old Forester single barrels are fantastic, especially the barrel strength stuff. What picks we getting in Spillway? So, like I said, we're going to Four Roses. We're going to Starlight. We're going to Willet Purple. We're going to do a Willet Purple Top. We're doing Bullet and Peerless. That's right. I always want to forget those two. Felipe with the $5 super chat, man, loading me up with support tonight. I appreciate that. Third time is a charm when you come into South Florida for a visitor to do a live. Well, we just were in Orlando last week to do some bourbon hunting. I do need to get down to Miami. So when you say South Florida, is that how south we're going? Yeah, where are you located there?
Coconut Grove in the house.
You from Coconut Grove? Apparently Coconut Grove's a place. I don't know. Are there coconuts there? Are there coconuts in Coconut Grove? Okay, there you go. Owensboro, Kentucky in the house. I don't know if ask Spillway. Are y'all doing any picks from Turkey this year? Turkey. You doing any turkey picks?
Oh, wild turkey. No. We got one last year. I still got a few at the store, but no, I do not have one scheduled.
Nobody bought them. That's what he said. He said he got a few.
We're down to like 12 bottles.
You ought to be able to sell them in like a week, though, man. If you still got them from last year, nobody bought them.
It takes about a year, but yeah, that Russell's Reserve is delicious.
We got to up his distribution. That's what we got to do. He got to work with us to get these sold.
I need to be able to send it out of state.
Yeah. Felipe from Boca Raton. Nice. Beautiful area. What's my favorite style of beer? For the most part, I'm drinking brown ales. That's usually what I'm going for. Sometimes like the Goose Island Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout. I've been drinking quite a few of those. We bought a couple of those. We drank one earlier today before we started this party. But in general, I don't like stouts are not what I'm going for, but I do want a little flavor. So brown ales is normally where I land, but not always. Jill tapping me on the leg. It's all right, Jill. We're doing okay. Any suggestions or tactics for planning your first lottery? You talking about like entering the lottery for bourbon? There are no tactics. It's just luck. I've had Lazy Magnolia Southern Pecan. I've definitely had that one. It's good. It's a little too pecan. It's one of those, like the first beer is pretty good. After that, it's a little iffy. Right now, Sean, so I know, like I said, people come and go. Right now, we are in the hotel lobby at the Marriott in downtown Louisville, Kentucky. Like, we just took over the lobby. I'm going to show y'all. We're going to go. I'm going to show y'all what's going on here. All right, so y'all should be able to hear me, but you can't see me. But right now, we're just going to show like we got clowns to the left of us, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with y'all, but we are literally in the hotel lobby. You got a bar full of people over there, and we have just taken over this place here. So And then they've got this cool tasting room back here that we were supposed to be in, but they said they could not babysit us. So we got kicked out of that. Let me check. I'm going to check the battery level on this. Seems to be okay. Make sure the audio is working. I can't see it. There's a glare on it. Seems to be working. So I think we're going to be okay on battery. Hopefully the internet holds up. I'm trying to get back over to camera here to keep y'all entertained. All right. So that gives you an idea of where we're at and what we've got going on right now. And I'm leaning on the table because I got to get really close to this iPad to see it. Yeah, I didn't win the quarterly lottery either. I have not won a single quarterly lottery. I'm taking full credit for the quarterly lottery system in Alabama. I'm assuming they saw our videos and they're like, this is a dumb system. The way he shows it, it's really dumb looking. And then they changed it, and I'm just guessing they barred me from winning. They probably didn't. Like, realistically, they didn't. I know they didn't. But I feel like they have because I can't freaking win it. So... yeah, Jill should have came. If Jill wanted to be here to supervise, she should have freaking came. She didn't come. So, can't tap me from Alabama, Jill. And I'm keeping those dollars, Jill. You're not getting them. Those $3 you gave me, they are now my dollars. Favorite single malt Scotch. That's like asking somebody his favorite bullet wound, you know? It's just... yeah, hedonism. Yes, that is my favorite single malt Scotch. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is the only one I like. Yes. I've been like Northern California. We went up to, where did we go? We went up the Pacific Coast Highway, but we didn't go like super far north. Tyler with the $5 Canadian, $5.50. Bought 5 bottles of Blanton's in Canada in a week. As Buffalo Trace did an online drop, 3,800 bottles. Sold out in 5 days. 3,800 bottles in 5 days. That's the kind of distribution we need, isn't it? If we were selling Buffalo Trace, apparently we could do it. Louisville's a fun town. I enjoy it every time I come here. Don't give me Taylor dollars. Yeah, you can't. Hopefully they're not going to another Taylor Swift concert. Lord have mercy. She telling me? I didn't see her. Did she reply? I missed her reply. Yes, she can. Okay. I'm sorry. I still missed her reply. I didn't see. Sorry, Jill. I didn't see your comments. I'm sure they're there somewhere. Zachary with the War Eagle. Alex with the $5 super chat. Did someone you know make the Alabama? I don't know anything that won it. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but just put that anywhere. Jill, that was your Frey rant. No, it wasn't. I'm just picking. Was that a glass? Where did it go? Oh, it went behind me. There's people crawling below me. Oh, that wasn't even glass. It bounced. Y'all probably couldn't even hear that with a microphone, but somebody dropped something very loudly in the lobby here. But no, I don't know anybody that won anything at the lottery, but I haven't checked with all my friends at this point, so I'm not sure. Yeah, at least nobody started clapping. That would have been funny, though. There you go. War Eagle 1 is number 40 in the Alabama lottery. What is this? This is Paniolo. The spirit of the Hawaiian cowboy. Does anybody else picture a Hawaiian cowboy with like a pineapple strapped to his belt? You know, with a lei? Yeah. Cowboy hat with like a Hawaiian print band around it and a pineapple strapped to his side. Hey, we could do it. We could do it, man. Always chuckles, always. So, anybody had Hawaiian whiskey? Is this made in Hawaii? This whiskey is at least 36 months old. So, it's a toddler at this point. It's got a whole story on the back about things. I'm trying to see if it says where it is a blended whiskey. It does not say where it was distilled at all. Bottled in Hawaii. But it does not say it was distilled in Hawaii. So I'm going to bet you this was not distilled in Hawaii. They didn't say it on the label. It says it's bottled in Hawaii. So they shipped some whiskey from somewhere not made by a Hawaiian cowboy. If this is not pineapple flavored, somebody's getting kicked out of this get-together. It's interesting. There's some weird things going on there. I don't totally hate it. Honestly, it is kind of fruity. This does not hold up after all of the barrel strength stuff that we've had thus far. It does not hold up to that. What's the proof here? Yeah, it's 80 proof. So there's some interesting flavors going on here. This is probably a fantastic whiskey, but this is a first whiskey of the night. You don't go from like Stagg Junior store picks and what did we do? Old Forester single barrel strengths to that. You just don't. That is not a regression we can make because your taste buds are like, what is this water you've given me? Alex City. War Eagles in. You're in Alex City right now. You don't live in Alex City, do you? Are we doing Muckety Muck? Is that what we're going with now? All right. We still got 45 minutes, fellas, and we're like 30 pours deep. I think they're just trying to see how drunk they can get me on stream, and I'm going to win. This is as drunk as I get. They don't realize that. I have not reached my max. Josh knows better. He was with me Oh, you're number 40 in Alex City. I got you. I'm sorry. I entered like 3 or 4 places. I won nothing whatsoever. Kavai works for a merchandising company. Hit me up. Jump in the Discord. Send me a message. We want to do some really cool merch. And we've got folks asking for hoodies and stuff. So I want to take our merch game to the next level. So hit me up. Like, get in the Discord. Send me a DM. Hit me up on Instagram or something like that, and we'll talk about it. Or send me an email, info@brewzle.com. INFO. Chug it. We don't do that. That's not how we drink. We are drinking for enjoyment. We are not drinking for effect, although if you drink long enough for enjoyment, you get the effect. It's how that game is played. Do we have a glass? Who's slacking? That's a dirty glass. You sent me a... Make sure it's fine. It just makes sure it didn't have that's even dirtier. Look at that. Looks like somebody been licking that glass. They're all dirty. What are you doing? I know. I'm just trying to make sure it didn't have a Scotch or something in it. Because I'm going to try this really nice Irish whiskey here. It's a Scotch, people, okay? I know. Does it connect? It's a single grain Scotch whiskey is what it says. It says Scotch. Oh, so I'm supposed to call it a Canadian. I'm sorry. This is a single malt Irish Canadian whiskey. There's a lot of Irish people in Canada. Yeah, it's not from these parts. Ben needs to get his toes in the water. You definitely do. All right, let's try this. All right, so Orphan barrel. First of all, let me tell y'all a little story. I have Fable and Folly. I've had 2 bottles of Fable and Folly, neither of which I've paid for. Both have been given to me, donated by people that apparently didn't enjoy them as much as I did. But they're low proof. So I saw several of them on the shelf, but they were always kind of expensive. I think they were like $200 or so when I saw them. And I think they're 80 proof bottles. And so I always passed on them. And then I went to the Bourbon Junkies meetup last year. And Dan and Julie Light gave me, let me try their bottle. And it was fantastic. Like, it is just a caramel bomb. Like, it bats way above its proof. So I really liked it, and they just gave me the bottle. And then somebody came to one of my bottle shares and left me another bottle, which was cool because I was almost done with the other one. So I have a high opinion of Orphan Barrel just based on that one bottle. But I've never tried their Scotch here. Tyler with the $6 Canadian Super Chat. Thoughts on Woodford Reserve Double Oaked and Four Roses Small Batch? Both fantastic. Like, I prefer Four Roses single barrel and single barrel strength to the small batch, but the small batch is really good. But, man, Woodford Double Oaked is a shelf staple. I keep it on my bar at all times, and it's probably the best Double Oaked. Like, I have not found a Double Oaked, and we've had a few here that are really good, but they're not better than Woodford Double Oaked. It's just not going to happen. And some of those Woodford Double Oaked store picks, some of them super oaky if you're into that, but some of them are actually really, really good. Nice balance of vanilla and oakiness, which I like. I like that complexity and balance, and Woodford's all about that. So let's try this Orphan Barrel Muckety Muck. What's the proof? 26 years old. It's the finest quality, blah, 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 blah. They've got a bunch of letters on the side that are small and I can't read. This is bottled with pride in Scotland. Scottish people are very, very proud of this. I do not see a proof on this at all, though. Anybody know a proof on this? Is there a proof on this? Doesn't it have to say a proof? I don't see it. It's beating me on the proof. It's not that, dude. It's not that. It is not that. Like, I think I can't read this, but I can read all the other words. And none of them say the proof. Somebody Google this crap for me, okay? Y'all Google warriors, keyboard warriors out there. It's on there. I just can't see it. I can't see it. Steven with the $10 super chat. Love the vids. Keep it up. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support, Steven. 13th Colony Double Oaked is actually, I'm hearing great things about it too. I had a sample. I didn't love the sample, but I do hear great things about it. We're going to try to have a 13th Colony pick here pretty soon. It's June. I need to call them. So I'm hoping within the next month or so we can get over there and actually do a pick with them. My favorite bird dog, the only one, what was the bird dog we tried last night? We tried a bird dog. Didn't you get, or no, we didn't, it went downhill before we tried. He's got a bunch of bird dogs we were going to try. 92 proof, okay. Jeffrey with the 350 super chat about Tree Fitty drinking Jim Beam single barrel. Nice. Okay, so Muckety Muck. They took the bottle. They're sharing it with other people. It doesn't make the list of favorites, man. Like, it's not bad. The maltiness is tame. So I would drink this over the really rare, expensive bottle they had earlier that I can't, the Compass box. So this super, like, if you like Scotch, you're probably going to like this one better. But what I'm trying to do is and they keep bringing me Scotches, and they're like, this is the Scotch that's going to get you into Scotches. But realistically, to get me into Scotches, it has to be a Scotch that doesn't taste like Scotch. And if it doesn't taste like Scotch, it's not going to get me into Scotches because it doesn't taste like Scotch because I don't like Scotch. So at some point, maybe I can find some that are a little Scotchish. It's kind of Scotch, but it's not really like a super Scotch. And I could drink enough of that to kill my taste buds. I could drink enough of this to numb my taste buds to all of that Scotch awfulness to where I then will be able to drink Scotch and not taste all of the horrible flavors that it gives me. I think that's a possible thing. At some point, I will be old enough for my taste buds to die. And I will be, like, maybe I need to smoke enough cigars to where my taste buds just quit on me. And then I'll love Scotch. I think that's the path. You start with bourbon, you kill your taste buds, then you love Scotch. Where's Nate at? Nate's not. Oh, we go to Innkeeper's Blend 2XO right here. We'll try that. I'm not yet, Mooker, but we doing pretty good though. High proof Speyside. I don't know if I've had balcones there, Felipe. Jill trying to tap my leg. Nah, I'm just giving Scotch guys a hard time. It's okay not to love Scotch. I'm okay not loving Scotch, but I want to love it, but I don't. Ooh, rum. I like rum though. I don't drink a lot of it, but I do like rum. So if you're asking what I'm drinking tonight, that is a long story. We have drank a lot of things. All the stuff. What am I drinking? I'm drinking all the things for sure. I don't think I've had balcones. I might have tried it somewhere because I've tried lots of things, but I don't remember. Dega was a good time. What, we still got 30 minutes? What? I mean, you just said I got 30 minutes. What's going on? Are we trying to time something? Oh, I need to slow down anyway. So we're slowing down. I got to try this 2XO. I'm trying to tap on that for everybody. Best product from Buffalo Trace. What is the best Buffalo Trace product? William LaRue Weller. Yeah, it's not William LaRue, but Rockville Farms is up there. That's high on the list. That's going to be above E.H. Taylor. That's going to be above. It's going to be above normal E.H. Taylor for me. Maybe not barrel proof E.H. Taylor. Maybe not. I haven't had a lot of the special releases, so tastes like wet matches. That's funny. Tyler with the $2 super chat. Thoughts on Knob Creek 18 year? I like Knob Creek 18 year. It's a nice, sweet, oaky bourbon. Knob Creek stuff tends to have like it has a little bit of kind of like a sharp oakiness, which can be pleasant, but too much of that is not good. So like an Elijah Craig 18 tends to have a lot of that for me. I don't know if I like it better than the 15 though, because it has the 15. The 15 I have is a little less of that oakiness, but both are really nice bottles. JPW, welcome to the 5 Proof membership. You trying to slip out with that 9-year? That's the bottle I should be drinking right there. We got a 9-year Willet Purple Top. Bring on the Dickel. No, we are not doing that. We are not doing that. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen, bro. Not going to happen. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of new riff stuff, and most of the stuff I have, I like. So I haven't found anything that's like, oh my God, let me spread the word of this. But the stuff I've had's been good. Appreciate it there, JPW. All right, we're gonna give this. Is this what I had the Scotch in? No, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't smell the single malt. Yeah, I'm going to hit that Stagg, but we're going to save that to the end because when you start talking about 135 proof, things can go downhill real quickly, okay? I know where I'm at right now, and I know where that's going to take me, and we're going to wait till we're pretty close to done before we go there. I have not tried Silver Grove from New Riff, no. I need to get into some Nelson Brothers. I've been boycotting them because I like the Belle Meade stuff so much, but that's just me being petty. I got to get on that train sooner or later. I'm going to do that. Rock Hill versus Weller Antique 107. I'm going to take the Antique 107, but Rock Hill's going to follow right behind that. Like that's a good fight. That's going to be a good boxing match. It's going to come down like the 8th round. Dickel is good hand sanitizer. I'm not even sure I want my hands. I don't even think I want my hands to smell like that, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want, Dick, like I love Flintstone vitamins. Give me a Dino. Like I'm going to take all the Dinos out. So I love a good Flintstone vitamin. I just don't like it in my whiskey. No, Sean, I'm not a Dickel fan. It's just got a mineral taste to me that just hits me all sorts of wrong. E.H. Taylor's fantastic. I love E.H. Taylor, but Rock Hill Farms is a thing now. I'm not saying E.H. Taylor's not great. I'm just saying I like Rock Hill Farms a little better than the bottle in bond E.H. Taylor. So that's not hate on the E.H. Taylor. That's just showing you how much I like that Rock Hill. Can we see you blend? I mean, blind? Yes, Broom, we'll do it. We just can't do it tonight because I'm here in a room where I don't have those. But I got them both at home. When we're at home, maybe next week, remind me, we'll do that. That'll be fun. That'd actually be a fun blind. Maybe I'll do a video on that. T-Pro with the $5 super chat. Top 3 normal, easy-to-find bottles. So, you can walk in anywhere and get Wild Turkey 101 Rare and Rare Breed are going to be good. Woodford Double Oak's going to be good. I drink a lot of the Old Forester stuff, whether it's 100 proof or 1920 with the higher proof stuff. Those are really good. Evan Williams bottle in bond. Really nice bottle. And then you've got, like the Benchmark stuff, not 8, but like Benchmark stuff. I don't need any dessert, man. We're good. I'm all right. Yeah, you can't find Rock Hill anywhere. Like, we're not talking about obtainium bottles here. These are unobtainium, all of them. Yeah, Evan Williams bottle in bond, solid. Lieutenant Woomy, morning, man. It is still, I'm in the Eastern time zone now, so it is 10:30 right now. Thoughts on Amberana finishes? Amberana finishes are a really, really good way to ruin a decent bourbon. Like, if you want to take bourbon, if you've got bourbon and you try it and you're like, you know what, this is okay, but I wasn't going for okay bourbon. I'm going for really bad bourbon. That's a really good way to take that okay bourbon and make it bad bourbon. Anybody disagree? Anybody like Amberana? Anybody big Amberana guys here? Nobody here. Anybody likes Amberana? Amberana. I have a Starlight Amberana finish. Okay, I have one. Cigar batch Amberana finish Starlight. It is horrible. Like, okay, so y'all remember three years ago or so on TikTok they had the cinnamon challenge, where all these kids were taking a spoonful of cinnamon and putting it in their mouth. And then they were choking to death because you can't swallow cinnamon. Yeah, that's exactly what that Amberana tastes like to me. It is just like dry cinnamon. It is no bueno. Not to break out the Spanish. It is no bueno. That's the only Spanish I know. Tyler with the $2 super chat. Should I buy Blue Note if I can get it in Canada? I think the Blue Note stuff's pretty good. Yeah, a lot of it's got a little bit of a note that I don't love, but that's just me. Like, there's nothing bad about that whiskey, and you might actually really, really like it. Like that. A lot of the stuff I've had has been good. So grab it. Penelope Rio, I need a bottles. Somebody got one, send it to me, or tell me where I can find one. I've been looking for one the last couple of weeks. Haven't come across it. I did. No, I bought an Old Pepper. I got it. I don't like it. So you're telling me to get it, but the one I got, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like something I'm like, oh, this is horrible, but I'm like, but maybe it's just the one I got. I found it a little, it really, to me, seemed like it was rapidly aged. Small barrels, oak stave, something. Like, I don't know what their process is, but I didn't love it. But I didn't pass on it. I bought that one. Any apple whiskeys you know of? Yeah, I mean, the Crown's got an apple whiskey. We saw the Crown 23 apple today. Here's the thing. Somebody asked me, like, what do you think of that Crown 23 apple? Let's have a story time with TJ here, okay? Let's imagine this scenario. So y'all really work with me here. Like, I want y'all to close your eyes and I want you to envision this scenario. You're a whiskey maker and you decide to make some Canadian whiskey because you're a Canadian, and that's what you do. You make whiskey, and you make this whiskey, and you love your work, and you do a really good job making this whiskey, and you put this whiskey in a barrel, and you take care of this barrel like it's your own child for 23 years. 23 years you've been taking care of this barrel of whiskey. And then you pull that barrel of whiskey and you pour a sample of that out, and you're like, you know what? This whiskey is so good, I want to pour apple flavoring in it. It's like, that can't be a good thing. They can't be like, you know what, this is a fantastic whiskey. We better put some apple flavoring in it right now. Like, you know what's going to make this 23-year-old fantastic whiskey we made better? You know what's going to make this better? Apple. Come on, man. Come take some 2-year-old crap you got, pour some apple flavoring in it. Give me a freaking break. I'm not paying $200 for some 23-year-old whiskey. Like, the whiskey, you aged it for 23 years, and it's so bad you got to apple flavor it? That's on you. You're not charging me $200 for that? Give me $20, I'll give it a try. You're buying it, and I'm trying it, right? Adam with the $2 super chat. Any good and similar alternatives to Stagg Jr.? Not really. I haven't found anything with quite that flavor profile. I mean, planting straight from the barrel, but that's not available. What distillery tours will we be doing in Kentucky? So we're doing barrel picks at Four Roses, Willet, Starlight, Bullet, and Peerless. So those are the ones we're going to do. Not really tours. We're doing barrel picks. So Blue Note uncut, unfiltered store picks are the bomb. Some of those are really good, for sure. What am I drinking? All sorts of it's still so. I think this guy asked this like an hour ago, and it's just pegged to the bottom. So my chat is just acting a fool. So I just keep reading the same freaking question. I apologize. Yeah, I know this is a little weird. The whole setup's a little weird. I'm trying to do the best I can. Tyler with the super chat. How good is Eagle Rare 17? Eagle Rare 17 is actually really good, but it's subtle. Like, it's subtle. So, like, you have a Stagg, George T. Stagg, really intense, really good whiskey. William LaRue Weller, really intense, really good whiskey. The ryes vary. The Sazerac 18, the one I had, was actually really good. This year's Thomas Handy Sazerac is the best one I've ever had, and it blows the one I have from 2020 out of the water. But the Eagle Rare, is not the pick you go to at the end of the night when you had a bunch of high-proof stuff. That's like your second pour of the evening. You have a nice low-proof whiskey, and then you have the Eagle Rare 17, so you can, like, appreciate. It's kind of like an Old Forester birthday bourbon. There's a lot going on. It's really delicious, but, like, it's really subtle. And so your palate's got to be warmed up but not burnt. Because like I could have William LaRue any day, anytime after I've drank whatever, and I'll appreciate that. But if I had, like, after all this high proof stuff, if I had an Eagle Rare 17 right now, I'd be like, yeah, this is okay. But like if you have it your second pour, like there's a lot going on. So all the things I like about Eagle Rare are better in an Eagle Rare 17, but don't think you're going to have it at the end of a long night and enjoy it. Justin, appreciate the super chat and the support there. Isaac with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. Koval Amberon. I haven't had that one. Bullet Rye. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, imagine 23-year-old Pappy, apple flavored. Come on, man. We need a Brewzle bourbon hunting tour bus. I agree, Henry. Like what? That's what we need. We need to buy. I need like a what is it? What's the really nice, the nice tour buses we saw at Prevost. I need a really nice Prevost. We need like 8 people. We need to go on a bourbon hunting cross country road trip. Anybody got $300,000 they want to loan me, 0 interest without me actually making payments? We'll do a tour. We'll do the Brewzle. We'll just do we'll live stream like this once a week somewhere in some random hotel until they kick us out. It'll be wonderful. That'd be fun. What have I not drank tonight, Brian? That is a much easier question than what have I drank. What about Applejack? I haven't had Applejack. I don't know. I don't know. That may have been something Will had me try. Who knows at this point? I can't remember, like, as many videos as we've done. I think I have 4. I counted the other day. I have 450 open bottles of whiskey at the house. I don't remember what they are. I go to stores now, and I'm like, do I already own that? I don't know. So we're working on the Brewzle app. When I get back to the house, I'm getting back Thursday. I'm going to start working on the Brewzle app. I gotta build the app for me so I can at least remember what I've got in inventory because I don't even freaking know. Can you ship to Utah? I think so. There were 2 states we could not ship to. We didn't ship to Alaska and Hawaii, but then there were 2 states, and I think that was one of the ones we did ship to. But I could be wrong, honestly. That I'll have to check. If you go to picks.brewzle.com, there should be a link in the footer for like shipping rules. It'll tell you which states we could not ship to for our store picks. Coley Cates with the $4.99 super chat. More Josh. Coley Cates wants more Josh. Who's Coley Cates?
Loving you, Coley Cates.
So did you try this? Like, you try this right here. Try the Stagg here.
It's going downhill now.
It's going down for real. More Josh. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more Josh.
And Coley Cates is the doctor.
Yeah. That is all sorts of deliciousness right there.
Like anything you get from Buffalo Trace at full barrel proof, this is 135.1 proof. You can't beat it. I mean,
the warehouse did a good job on that pick.
Yeah. The worst thing that Buffalo Trace does is proof everything they send out of their house.
So it's funny. You get like a Stagg Junior store pick, and you're like, oh, they did a good job on that pick. No, they didn't. They didn't do a good job on this pick because Buffalo Trace didn't give them a bad barrel to choose from. Like, they could have just picked in. They could have just said, let's just throw a dart at a barrel, and we would take that one, and it'd be delicious.
So I mean, the real side of the liquor industry, when we pick our Buffalo Trace barrel, we get to taste it at barrel proof, and then they send it to us at 80 proof, which makes for more bottles.
Yeah, but then you don't, like, it's different. It's a different thing.
We would all rather pay a little bit more for that barrel proof whiskey and get the same thing that I got to taste out of the barrel.
So when you say they do that, like, you're talking about like a Buffalo Trace barrel, they're going to send you the samples at full strength, and it's your responsibility to water them down if you want to see what the actual finished product's going to taste like.
Send them to me proofed out. Okay. Like I pick it at barrel strength.
Yeah,
and
so you got to water the samples down if you want to taste what it's actually going to taste like when you get it.
Truly, yeah, I catch you now.
Because, like, honestly, what's the best one at barrel strength may not be the best one at 90 proof.
Once you proof it back down, it tastes like all other Buffalo Traces. It does.
There's no uniqueness. Yeah,
it loses its originality.
So
this is real special when you get a actual barrel proof of a Buffalo Trace product. whether it's Buffalo Trace, Stagg, Blanton's, I mean, you name it. I mean, getting the barrel proof out of that distillery it's a big deal.
So you've had Buffalo Trace at barrel strength. What did it taste like? Did it taste like a Stagg?
Well, I mean, now you're splitting hairs, and I mean, and then you know,
like, why do they not have a Buffalo Trace barrel strength?
I'm not the guy to ask for that.
So what does it taste like? Like, I'm just wondering, is this Buffalo Trace barrel strength, or is Blanton straight from the barrel Buffalo Trace barrel strength? I don't know. Like, we're starting some controversy. Okay, we're going to get him canceled.
So Buffalo, I love you all, including Dickel.
Dickel sucks.
No, we love you, Dickel. And
nobody likes Dickel.
So Buffalo Trace, they don't rotate their rick houses.
Okay.
They are pulling, so they're pulling from the hottest parts to give the youngest whiskey. So Ancient Age is the hottest, youngest whiskey. Ancient Age is the next. And I mean, that's the Blanton's line of flavors.
Okay.
So there's a method to their madness, and it comes from experience of drinking a lot of whiskey. I cannot imagine what the master distillers are doing, because I mean they're looking for a flavor profile that meets the Stagg flavor, that meets the ancient age. They're not rotating, they're pulling the hottest ones. If the color's off, they're pulling it and selling it sooner. So there's a lot more that goes into it than I can explain.
No, I understand that. I was just curious what a barrel strength Buffalo Trace actually tasted like. Tyler with the $2 super chat says Buffalo Trace staff used to steal the Van Winkles. What do you think about that? Hot off the presses.
I wasn't there. Didn't do it.
No comment. Zero comments. Next question.
There's History Channel's stories all about.
There's documentaries and things we can watch. Yeah. We weren't there. We might have bought some of those bottles. I don't.
All right. What else hadn't you tried over here?
I've tried it all. I've drank I did. I'm pretty sure I tried that. Yes, that's pretty good. Not my jam. Okay. I think I have this one at home, but
we have the purple top.
That was a good bottle. I have these bottles at home, but I'll drink yours. So how much time we got? Oh, we only got 18 minutes. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, it'll be 20 minutes before this kicks in, so I'll be good.
We're like a dump truck going downhill without brakes at this point.
Is there any pizza left? I'm kidding at this point. I mean, I might eat some after the stream, but look at that nobody wanted the cheese. Everybody got the pepperoni. They just left the cheese. What's wrong with these people?
All
like
right,
pepperoni's good, but
Blood Oath Pact 8 is finished in Calvados casks.
What's a Calvados?
It's either apple or pear brandy.
It could be either one, or you don't know.
I googled that.
Okay.
I googled that.
It's an apple brandy. How many people are drinking apple brandy right now? Y'all out there, if you're in the chat and you drink a lot of apple brandy, raise your hand. Let me know.
Had it.
What we got going on in the chat here? Let's catch up. All right, Dickel 15 is thumbs up. That's the last comment I got, other than what are you drinking tonight, which I've answered 7 times.
I want to point out that you did say you love the Dickel 17.
I did not say I love it. Love was not the word. I mean, I wish we had a clip. I said, this is okay. This is all right.
All right. Well,
this doesn't taste like Dickel. But this is the least Dickel I've ever had. This is the least Dickel.
I'll agree.
This, huh?
We did like our barrel pick.
Of Dickel?
Pick. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very little Dickel.
Little Dickel is all you can handle.
T-Pro with the $1.99 super chat. Best barrel strength bottle, not BT labeled, not Buffalo Trace. What is the best barrel strength non-Buffalo Trace bottle? Coy Hill. Done. Winner, chicken dinner right there. Now, that's unobtainium. You're not going to get one, but that wins. Like, that was your question. You asked the question. If you want a different answer than that, be more specific, because that's the right answer always and forever.
Coy Hill is one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, sure.
Jack Daniels killed it.
So do we think Jack 12 or Willet Purple Top at $2.99 is better? I haven't had the Jack 12 yet. I will have one. But that Purple Top is fantastic. What did we pour right here? What is this?
That's the Blood Oath.
Okay.
We got a little apple brandy finish there. Taste some apples.
How about them apples?
How about them apples?
That's all right. That's a decent whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, this is not a cheap bottle. It's a good bottle of whiskey. It's not one I'm just going to go seek out, though.
I mean, it's weird. I mean,
But it's good.
You get the apples.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different. And after you drink so much whiskey, different is fun. I mean,
and I've drank so much whiskey. You're right there, for sure. Do what? Yeah, Pact 8. This is Blood Oath Pact 8, which I have like 6, 7, 8 at the house.
All right. Grand finale.
Grand finale. This is the last one.
Drum
roll, please.
To celebrate. Where? Brewzle,
We are disrupting this entire hotel at this point.
Where are we and what are we doing?
We are in Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to do some barrel picks with Spillway Wine and Spirits. We're going to go do an actual Willet Purple Top pick, which will be available at his store. Like, he doesn't ship. You're going to have to go to Brandon, Mississippi, but you might want to be on his Facebook page, which if we've still got some moderators here and they haven't fallen to sleep with this particular live stream, if somebody could drop that link to Spillway's Facebook page, you got to be a moderator to do it. If you're not, if we don't have any moderators left, just Google it. Like, you guys know how to use Facebook, right? If you don't know how to use Facebook, you're not going to find his page. You're not going to freaking see when he drops this Willet Purple Top anyway.
Get out a little bit.
So we're doing that one. We're doing Four Roses. We've got a Starlight pick coming, Bullet, and Peerless. So we're going to do all those picks, and realistically, they'll be available in 4 months or so. That's usually how long they take. So be on his Facebook page, be near Mississippi. And he doesn't sell them as fast as we do. It's not the internet. He's in Mississippi. Okay. Information on the information superhighway travels really fast. Information in Mississippi takes a while because they're still using like Model Ts and driving around on dirt roads.
We don't get Saturday Night Live till Monday morning.
Yeah. So you'll be able to pick it up. You'll be able to swing by. You'll be able to grab most of these. Maybe not this Willet Purple Top, because I'm going to have him send me like 50 of those. Oh, that is so freaking good. God almighty knows. I hate that we polished that bottle today. I've got one of these at home. And so Willet's interesting to me because Willet makes a lot of products. Noah's Mill, Rowan's Creek, Johnny Drum. Like, they make a lot of products. The Pot Still, which, we won't talk about that too much. But Willet has, it's a very beautiful bottle. And they have kind of a unique, distinct flavor. To me, I get a ton of like kind of floral, herbal tea notes on it that are really interesting. But they're just not interesting enough on most of their products. But then you get these 7, 8, 9-year purple tops or older. Matt has a 18-year purple top, which we need to try because I've never had anything like that. And it's just like, those are so good, though. I mean, so freaking good.
The floral notes and the age. I mean, it definitely punches at 9 years old.
Absolutely. Marcus is asking, when's the next Brewzle pick coming? So the next one that'll probably drop is going to be Crittendens, and it could be, like, it's probably going to be weeks at this point. He's trying to get it to New York, so he had to fill out some paperwork, so it's a little delayed. We have picked 2 barrels coming from Clyde Mays that could drop any minute. Like, they could just be like, hey, here. But realistically, I'm expecting them to be a couple of months. So I'm hoping early July. I'm hoping the Crittendens pick is ready. Like, I have no control over it. And then
we're hoping for a couple Starlight picks tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm thinking Starlight might actually let me buy a barrel. So I'm hoping I could sneak in a couple of barrel picks while I'm here. We've got several barrel picks we've got coming, and I hope over the next couple of months we've got the Crittendens and then the Clyde Mays stuff coming, and then we've bought some others, and we're talking to folks like this old Louisville right here. We're probably I really like that bottle we tried earlier, so we're probably going to do something with them. And he said he could have it out. The thing is that's an expensive bottle, so I don't want to have that out right now. I want some more affordable bottles so folks can. Something a little more accessible for most folks. So I'll probably hold off on this old Louisville, even though we could have this available in a week or two. I'm probably going to hold off on that a little bit. I may go ahead and go do the pick or figure that out, but I'm going to hold off because I don't want every bottle we do to be super expensive. Like, that's just not – I don't want it to just be for people that can spend $150 or $200 on a bottle of whiskey. I want to put out some good whiskey because the Crittenden stuff – I don't know the price on those yet, but their MSRP on those are like $50-ish. So I'm hoping by the time the cost to get it to New York and all that stuff, we're $50, $60, $70 for those bottles, which makes it a lot more accessible to a lot more people because whiskey's not for the elites. It's not. You shouldn't be rich to drink whiskey. You ought to be able to have a good time on a budget.
I love whiskey on a budget.
Yep, for sure. We got 10 more minutes. What are we going to do for 10 more minutes? Anything fun we should do?
Oh, speaking of whiskey on a budget.
Do what? You want what? This guy needs. Oh, I need to try this. Is that what we're? What? I don't know. People are saying random things. I don't understand what they're saying. Oh, you pouring him? Well, just what? We ain't doing that. He ain't on the stream. Just pour him a drink. Goodfellas Pizza. Is that what it was called? Bring me the box of pizza. Y'all bring me the box of pizza. We got a lot of people to thank here. Marriott in downtown Louisville really hooked us up. Spillway keeps inviting us. Like, you keep seeing this guy's face and stuff. And I'm not like, he just keeps inviting me to stuff and I keep saying yes. And it keeps being super fun. Jesus Christ. What the hell? Don't open it like that. I got to get it on camera here. Close it. Close the box, man. I got the old Louisville bag here.
The biggest pizza in Louisville, right here. Goodfellas Pizzeria.
We have a general rule of thumb here, Brewzle. If the pizza's wider than I am, it's pretty big.
That's a lot of pizza.
It's a lot of pizza. Like, that's like one slice left in this box, too. Y'all see the size of this thing. That's Goodfellas. It was actually really, really good. That was a good pizza. So somebody pour him a drink. Like, apparently that was a big thing everybody wanted to do. Apparently this guy hasn't had anything to drink all night. We're going to try. There's your glass. Have a drink. What we're trying to do
whiskey
here.
On a budget.
How much was this? Evan Williams, 1783 small batch. This is the American Hero Edition, which I think is just a label. $20 right here. This, again, though, is probably not a whiskey to have after you've had a bunch of barrel strength stuff.
I was going to say, it's real tough going behind the bourbon.
So some of these Evan Williams, like the bottle and bond's really solid. Some people love the single barrels. I'm not a huge fan of those. This is 90 proof, so it's going to be just like a Coca-Cola at this point. Like, that's how much alcohol it's going to seem like it's got. My taste buds are gone. They are dead. You could give me a Scotch right now and be like, that's a wonderful bourbon.
It's the downhill run.
It actually smells really nice. That could be the Willet left in my glass here, though. It's a little thin. The mouthfeel's not great, but again, that could be because we've had a lot of barrel strength stuff. But the flavors that are on it are really pleasant. Like a lot of kind of nice, soft.
I mean, the Willet was 133, so it's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. But it's good flavors. There's good flavors on this. This is a good bottle of whiskey, but this is your first pour. Have this one and then have the other pours. Don't end the night with this guy, okay? Not a good idea. There is an importance to the order in which you drink whiskey because what you're going to have here, this is going to get you in trouble more so than the high proof stuff because you're not going to think there's any alcohol in it. And you're just going to be drinking a bunch of it.
For $20, you can drink it straight.
$20, it's a good bottle.
We love Evan Williams.
Why are we sucking up to Evan Williams?
I mean, we suck up to everybody. I mean, that's what I do.
Quit being a shill, man. Quit being a shill. Jesus. I'm never going to make it in the liquor business if I got to suck up to everybody. You know? I do like Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. So I'll be, if they ask me questions about this, I'll just be like, yeah, the Bottle and Bond's really good stuff. So I'll find something I like, unless you're George Dickel.
And a little bit of Dickel.
No Dickel. There's zero Dickel to be had. I try. Here's what I like about George Dickel. If we're going to spin it positively, I have a hard time saying bad things about small distilleries because those people are working for a living. They're trying, and whiskey's hard. Like, it takes years to make a whiskey, and sometimes it sucks. And you don't know for 4 years that it sucks. and then you got to start over and wait 4 more years before it doesn't suck, hopefully. And you try rapid aging, you try dumb things to get whiskey to the market. So I try, even if it's bad, I try not to say bad things about. What I try to do is bring you folks that I like, that are doing it, that they did it, it's good. I'm not going to say these people are bad. What I'm going to say is these people are good. Look at these people over here. And so I get a ton of like, look at this, try this. And I'm like, I don't want to try that because that's not good. But what I like about George Dickel is they don't give a shit what I think. And so I can say all sorts of bad things about them. They don't care. They do not care what I think. I am not affecting the sales of George Dickel as 0.0000%.
I love you, George Dickel.
This guy is a total sellout, though. He is a total sellout. Total sellout.
My people all love their George Dickel picks.
Yeah, Devin
right?
Devin thinks George Dickel 15 is thumbs up. And I think George Dickel 15 is 15 years of just heartache. Like, that is 15 years of disappointment, right? That is like finding out you had a kid 15 years ago with a girlfriend that you had for like 3 weeks, and then that kid is just dumb.
You put me in such a bad space.
And he doesn't even look like you.
You put me in such a bad space.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what happens. That happened to you at Panama City? It's not the camera. I'm just asking questions. They don't even know who I'm talking to. That happened? That happened to you? Sorry about that. Total disappointment, that kid, wasn't it? Did you name that kid George? George Dickel? Yeah. They call him Dick for short. All right, guys, 4 minutes. We're going to go ahead and call this live stream. Had a good time. I am shocked, utterly shocked and surprised that the internet held up for this crap. Hopefully this was entertaining. Jill, sorry that you tapped me on the leg about an hour ago and I just kept going. Sorry, I apologize about that. But
and thank you for all 250 people that showed up in the lobby to hang out with us tonight.
Yeah, all 220-ish, 250. We did try that. Yes, you must have missed that. Did you go to the bathroom while we were drinking that bottle? We drank every bottle on this bar.
On this table that didn't get touched.
Yeah. He's like, did you try this bottle? Yes, absolutely. That was a big segment in this particular live stream.
But Louisville PD will be glad to know we're all going upstairs to go to bed.
Yes, we are going. We'll be asleep in about 7 minutes. So appreciate everybody hanging out. This was a fun time. This was the first live studio audience. Y'all let me know in the chat right now. Did you like this? Like, realistically, is this as fun or more fun than a normal live stream? Because if it is, we'll try to do more of these when we go places. If it's not, then I just won't stream. Like, that was the option today. Don't stream or do this. Or just try to schedule around Monday so I'm not traveling. But y'all let me know if y'all like this kind of thing. This was the first time we had a bunch of people here. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good time. We had people like bringing me glasses and stuff. We got to slow down just a little bit on how fast they're bringing me bottles. But we'll work the kinks out of that for sure. So my chat has died here. I don't know if everybody just fell asleep on me, or if it's just it's probably just acting up, honestly. So I probably won't see y'all's replies, but I'll check on that later.
I fell asleep a little bit myself.
Yeah, me too. That happens after I stop drinking. You see? I see it on his phone here. What do we got? Let's see if they like. Great stream.
You're breaking the internet.
Jill says yes, even though Jill probably did not say yes. This was fun. Keep streaming. Shout out to Spillway. Hey, y'all join Spillway's Facebook. Go to Facebook right now. Facebook.com/God knows what. I don't know what it is. It's Facebook.com. Then search for Spillway in Brandon, Mississippi. Follow their Facebook page, and then maybe they'll keep inviting us to stuff, because we wouldn't have been at Talladega. We wouldn't have had a whole bunch of free bottles of whiskey. We wouldn't have been at that event. We wouldn't have been at Talladega, and I wouldn't have been here for this live stream, and I wouldn't have been here for the barrel picks that we're about to do. And some of the barrel picks, hopefully, we'll be able to pull for y'all. If not for Josh and Spillway.
You're gonna make me cry.
Well, it's all cool. Look, Will is spamming the Facebook page in the chat. Come on, give me let's do it. So we do it right there. So appreciate everybody hanging out. He's lightweight, though, so I could throw him around. I could sling him around a little bit. We're going to call that. I need to get over there to that computer to end this live stream. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. This was a good time. But I'm going to hang out with the local folks here now that are still here. We still got half the crowd here, so catch up with y'all later. We'll see y'all. We'll be live next Monday. Next Monday, we're going to do the best bottles of whiskey under $50 that I have in my collection. In Discord right now, we are taking votes on which ones I should try, because if you haven't noticed on this live stream, I can't try them all. So we got to limit it to a certain number. So we're taking votes right now. Make sure you're in the Discord. That link should be dropped here regularly or in the description of this live stream. And we'll catch up with y'all later.